Hello friends, this is Coldron back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We're here in... I don't think we're in the Well. We're not at the Well of Sorrows yet, but last time we met the elves that were here, that were the kind of the guardians of the well, and Morgan pieced out because we weren't willing to take the Well of Sorrows by force. Since when has Solus had a weapon with a skull on it? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so we're going to press on and hopefully get some help from these sentinels against Corypheus. So let's see.
This would be our guide.
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morgan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
I don't think it's about protecting the Well of Sorrows. I think she wants to use the Well of Sorrows, is my guess. Not quite sure for what yet, but I think she wants to use it. Look at all this art. All these hunter elves. It's funny, we've seen this art all around the Emerald Graves, but usually it's much more faded. The colors here are very bright and fresh, like it was, it's been kept and maintained. This is not an elven ruin, this is an elven, palace. Discover the inner sanctum. Okay, what's this way? So I know I'm not following my guide, but I think we'll probably be okay with that.
This place looks untouched.
The entire temple must have looked like this long ago. How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
Oh, bite me.
We can always ask our hosts.
I will leave that to you.
So what is this weapon we just got? Longbow of the Griffin. According to legend, the bow of Garahel, elven Grey Warden hero of the Fourth Blight, was carved from his alienage's Venadal tree. Garahel and the bow were lost at the climactic battle at Aisley, though some maintain he never took it with him. Others claim he never even used a bow, but that such a rumor was started by an infamous elven rogue calling himself Garahel and the hero's descendant. So it turns out that this bow, I don't know how much we can read into that. Does that mean that his bow was actually taken? Oh wow, Mythal really does have wings. That his bow was taken by these elves, or is it just random that it happens to be here that I shouldn't read anything into it? Statue of Mythal. Whenever the judgment of Mythal, whenever one of the people wronged another, they would not call on Elgar'nan to avenge them, for his fury would destroy all it touched. Mythal saw this bring strife among the people and went to Elgar'nan. She offered to deliver justice when the people warred amongst themselves. Elgar'nan saw her wisdom and agreed, binding all to abide by her verdicts. Okay, so this is the elven judicial system, or this was it. Some petitioning Mythal for justice hid jealousy, accusing those who had done them no wrong. She saw their lies and struck them down. Oh, get shit on. Others petitioning Mythal for justice burned with wrath for imagined slights. She saw their weak hearts and struck them down. So you really have to come correct if you're coming to get Mythal's judgment. Those coming to her with clear minds and open hearts were granted judgment and protection, and Mythal harried their enemies until the end of their days. Story of the elven god Mythal, author unknown. Yeah, let's loot their temple. Let's loot the offerings to Mythal. That won't go badly. God, this place is so cool. Mosaic of Gillenane. The Ascension of Gillenane. Gillenane kept herself apart from the people. She used her power to create animals none had ever seen. The skies teemed with her monsters, the land with her beasts. Andruil hunted them all, and after a year of killing, approached Gillenane with an offer. The gods would share their power with Gillenane, but only if she destroyed her creations, for they were too untamed to remain among the people. Gillenane agreed, and asked for 3 days to undo what she had made. On the first day she struck down the monsters of the air, except those she presented to Andruil as a gift. On the second day she drowned the giants of the sea, except those in deep waters, for they were too well wrought and pride stopped her hand. On the third day she killed the beasts of the land, except the hollow whose grace she loved above all else. This is how Gillenane was made youngest of the gods. So this is This is a really interesting like story of the pantheon, how someone could be made a god. How there were just people who were super powerful, and some of them were allowed to be gods. Late Veil Fire.
Henshra, Gilas Velathan.
Oh shit!
I
What?
believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Oh, sorry.
Just a quick look around.
Thank you for advocating. Mosaic of Elgar'nan. Song to Elgar'nan. Elgar'nan, wrath and thunder, give us glory, give us victory over the earth that shakes our cities. Strike the usurpers with your lightning, burn the ground under your gaze, bring winged death against those who throw down our work. Elgar'nan, help us tame the land. Song to Elgar'nan, found in the Temple of Mythal, author unknown. I'm just looking at these mosaics. They just kind of, from a close-up, they're hard to make sense of, but these are actually scary. This is like a horse god or something, or some kind of long-mouthed, angry eyes. This almost looks like one of those tentacle-faced, like Cthulhu-type things. Mosaic of Dirthaman. This is the secret god? And there's, it looks like an owl. That makes sense. Dirthaman and Falondine are linked in Dalish legend as inseparable twin brothers, scraps of elven stories from after the fall of Arlathan, transcribed into Deventer and recently lent to our fair university, refer to them as twin souls but draw no family connection. The oldest stories never even name them directly, referring to Falondine as Dirthaman's shadow and Dirthaman as Falondine's reflection. The little we understand implies their bond was not romantic, even beyond even the strongest friendship. The legends of Dirthaman and Falondine may have been an allegory for complex elven relationships we lack context to comprehend. I do like when they leave it vague like this. From a treatise on the pagan and heretical customs of the Elven by Sinelin Tavernier, the University of Orlais, commissioned by Empress Celine. Okay. So yeah, let's continue up here. Oh, is this our guide? Yeah, this is our guide. We didn't leave her at all. I think we're pissing her off a little bit, but we didn't leave her. Puppy. Okay, so this is connecting up with where we would have gone through before, if we had just taken the direct path. Okay. Alright, lead on, friend. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Mosaic of Soleils. Song to Soleils. Soleils whose heat rivals Elgar'nan's light. Soleils whose temples rival Mythal's cities. Soleils whose breath rivals Andril's spear. Soleils whose skill rivals June's craft. Soleils whose fire cannot be quenched. We give ourselves gladly to your service. So Soleils might be like the god of blacksmithing. She might be the goddess of like blacksmithing, something like that. Song to Soleils found in the Temple of Mythal, author unknown. Like goddess of the forge. Yeah, these are more sinister than I was expecting for the elven gods. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't something with those kind of like evil eyes. Not that they're, but they certainly look a little bit like sinister, like they're plotting something. I don't know. Codex unlocked. Untranslatable elven writing. This Veilfire script was hidden in the Arbor Wilds. It's so old it cannot be translated into any known language. So even holding the Veilfire up doesn't really do it much. Even with Solus here. I almost forgot, I even forgot that I was holding this Veilfire. So I can't pull this lever, it looks like. I wonder how much of the stuff here...
Vir sumil.
I've never heard that phrase. Can anyone translate?
Move the fuck
I'll
on.
try. Can you
Oh,
talk
fuck off, Sarah.
like us?
Deltash.
Never mind.
I'm sorry, I want to check out this Veilfire once more, just in case. I don't think I can use it for anything. I really don't. Oh, this. Unreadable elven writing. Veilfire writing from ruin in the Arbor Wilds. The script is so ancient it defies translation. It's something separate, though. Interesting that we're getting a bunch of those. Okay, moving on. Yeah, so this is a new... I think this is a new section. What was back there? Oh, there was a door I missed. Oh, so the Red Templars are all around here. Okay. Yeah, these are going down, cutting through them like butter. So that was where we were before. So are these just elven ghosts? Are these like the elven dead? Maybe. And she's going to have to be a little bit patient with us because I'm going to look further else up here. What is up here? Should I have held on to that Veilfire? I'm not going to go back and looking for it, but... Okay, our guard is with us. I think you're our guide, right? Yeah. Right, so we can't go that way. Oh, so no, maybe this was the right way. I think this was the right way. So this is the Statue of Mythal. Nothing we can really do with you. But your wings are super cool. Discover the Well of Sorrows. Stop, Samson.
Well of sorrows.
So Mythal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
Andraste isn't home.
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess we're doing the same to them, but it looks way more brutal in this scene.
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
Oh, you're acting like you're the victim here.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world.
Yeah, but scouring a world is like one of those
I
are we
give
the
it to
baddies
Corypheus,
things.
that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. one more task entrusted to me.
Why couldn't he just come here himself?
Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
He's not going to go all insane. This is probably... I don't think anything's going to convince him at this point, but, like... And the thing is, he'll be like, yes, he'll cast me aside. That's my opt. I'll have served my purpose.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face? After you butchered my men?
It's a fair point, actually.
You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could.
I don't want to drink from the well.
This is the strength that Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god.
Oh, I love that effect.
So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Quick and painful, destroy his armor. Yeah, I mean, I do kind of feel bad for Samson. I think I don't know. I don't really know enough about his motivations, or I don't remember enough about his motivations. But he seems to, like, care for his
Power's
men,
all
care
well
for his
and
people.
good, until it's taken away.
Oh, right, we have that thing. I forgot about that.
What did you do? My armor is gone. The lyrium. I need it. Kill them all.
I forgot we had that whole side quest to, like, break his armor. Alright, yep. I know it's not the most strategic, but triangle spam, just like of, what's that ability called? That, dragon something or other spam is just super, it's so strong. Alright, so he's doing a spin attack, spin to win. Wait till he stops spinning. If he stops spinning, there we go.
I'll show you, bastards. There we are.
What did he do? What did he just do? Just power it up somehow?
Watch your flank.
Oh, it knocked me down. So this is probably a good time to use my, oh god, I'm getting stun locked. I can't attack as soon as... Yeah, that's the time for it.
You think you'll win? Ha, come on then. Get around them.
Oh, more... No, he doesn't have more people. Alright, I can't seem to get my... Okay. Alright, stop spin to win, stop spin to win. Yeah, you're pretty wrecked.
My men!
Oh, he keeps like souping up with lyrium. Yeah, whatever his downside is, he does care about his troops. It's not dead. He was like low health.
Wretch. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Acquired certainty.
Abeloth!
It's quite a prize.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
We don't need that. I think once we stop Samson, we're done. Yeah, I think I want to stand up to Morgan here. I mean, it's funny, as I didn't have a really specific sense of what I wanted this character's like main ethos or guiding light to be. I think it's just preserve as much of the elves' legacy as you can. Don't mess with it, just respect it as much as possible.
Enough. You cannot honestly... I said enough.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Yes.
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this.
Oh, shit.
All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
It's got to be like
There
a
are
memory
other
of a
places,
memory at this
friend,
point.
Other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
It's kind of, it sticks to if you allow it. Like, if you don't, like, if you think it goes against your ethos, then I'm comfortable, like, backing away and finding something else.
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right.
Is this like you have to ask?
The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
No, she's just locked away.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
So, like, afterwards, I'll have to come back to... Mythal, she was locked away.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Really?
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
Those who betrayed this temple.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shamlin have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
You could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves, long ago.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
I like how a lot of that is untranslated. Cassandra approves.
His
So
name,
I guess...
Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
No, okay. Guess you got what you
You'll
want,
note
Morgan.
the intact illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Don't go any closer, Morgan.
There's some kind of trick here.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
I kind of agree with Solus on this.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You alone? This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
Yes, Solus, I think, would probably be better suited for this.
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
Oh.
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
How can I trust you again? This is kind of... I never like this question. Perhaps nobody should use it. But then we have to... Because then there's... Because now we're kind of back into a corner. I was really hoping to just leave it alone, but... But we can't leave it alone, because Corypheus will just use it as the key to get into the Fade then, if we leave it alone.
I hate to say it, but Abelas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
Yeah.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
So we have to make a choice here. I know the well's danger. What is the choice there? So 1, Morgan gains the power. 1 is I gain the power. Gosh. I really don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna go, I'll use it myself. I know that her argument against that was that she knows it better, and she probably does, but after I drink of the well, then I'll know it better.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, I feel bad about this. I immediately regret this choice. I assume that I would use that knowledge well. Sera greatly disapproves. Iron Bull approves. Vivienne slightly approves.
And who's to say it will go to waste?
I do. I am forever balked by those who believe they know better than I. Drink if you will, for the sake of us all, but steel your will to do it.
I frankly don't trust Morgan. Like, I trust her very little. I think she has her own... Yeah, she's pissed, but I buy that. And that's the other thing. I think she could use it well, but I really don't know what her ends are. And I feel like she has stuff she wants to do beyond just help us and then be bound to Mythal. Also, I could see my character wanting to be bound to Mythal. I mean, she lost her whole family, her whole clan.
Corypheus, a magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him. If you can help me vanquish Corypheus, take whatever price you wish.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
If you're dead, I'll kill you.
Oh, it's all gone.
So, you've got a head full of damp whatever. How's that feel?
She is pissed. Morgan is so pissed. So here's Corypheus, wandering a little bit late to the party. Oh, and he's pissed too. Everyone's pissed.
The Illuvian! Through the mirror!
Right, because right now he could still use me as a key if he wanted to. Oh, is that like Mythal coming up, the spirit of Mythal coming up to stop him? Oh, nice. Trophy earned what pride had wrought. Oh, hell yeah, that was fantastic. I love those sections that get me to think about a decision that, like, because I really am not certain what was the right option there. Like, I guess, I mean, Morgan probably earned my trust over the course of the past couple of games, but I still feel like she would, at the end, she would be like, all right, time to go become my mom, or resurrect some horrible ancient demon for, I don't know, I still don't trust her. So it spits us back out in Skyhold.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Yeah, there's no reason to stay.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide. He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
It's voices, whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
I agree with that.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
It's a little like a Horcrux.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but with his dragon...
I need to summon Mythal.
Whatever Mythal was, goddess or myth?
There. An altar in the wilderness. That's where I need to go.
I see you are determined. So be it.
Are you certain of this?
Well, I don't think certain is the right word.
Yeah, the voices, the whispering
defenses in the meantime.
The whispering voices told me to do it. So yeah, we'll go with that for now. But I mean, it's not just whispering voices. Like, it's Codex unlock the Sentinel Elves. Bring Samson. Oh man, Samson to judgment. Okay. This I want to see, because I don't think we're going to move on with the plot just yet, because the main plot would have us do. Oh, where is it? Where's that quest? I don't know. I don't know where it is, but I do want to see this thing. Bring Samson to Skyhold for judgment. Inquisitor, when Corypheus rushed from the Temple for Mythal, he left his general for dead. My soldiers and I captured Samson with ease. Given that he was still unconscious from your fight, while it will take the army some time to return from the wilds, we can expedite Samson's return in order to put him on trial. If you've no objections, I would be present for his judgment. Commander Cullen. Okay, Josephine, our Legion allies have offered to return Samson under the enviest of guard. They're eager to see him face justice. Liliana, Samson has given us no end of trouble. I would keep him unconscious with a sleeping draft while we transport him here. I'm not really worried about his power. I think he's pretty drained at this point. Samson's earned an armed escort guardian in a wagon, which our fast horses will pull back to Skyhill. Yeah, go for it, Cullen.
To work?
To work. Final piece, go to the Altar of Mythal. Where's the Altar of Mythal? There. The Well of Sorrows whispered of a power in the Arbor Wild strong enough to end Corypheus. This art makes me think that like the canon version of this has Morrigan as the person who takes the power. As the person who takes the power of Mythal. Of the well, rather. So my next step is to actually go around and talk to people in town for a little bit, and see if there's any changes in big story, any new dialogue, that sort of thing. Beyond that, I'm actually open. Should I do the Altar of Mythal next, or should I do the Hissing Wastes next? I'd like to do the Hissing Wastes eventually. If it's something I can do afterwards, or that makes sense to do like post game. Like assuming that this is one of the last things. I don't know. It certainly seems like this might be one of the last things. I'm fine doing that. I don't need to do it immediately, but if it's something where like after I do this it goes away, then I'd much prefer to do this. That aside, I have no preference. So yeah, let me know what I should do next. Let's go talk to people.
It comes swiftly. This moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend.
I couldn't have come this far
Yeah, that's
without the
uncomfortable.
Inquisition at my back.
And there is the modesty people respect. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
Oh, thank you.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
I really like her.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lady. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
I also want that desk. That looks like a great desk. Is this a new song?
Could be better. Right. That's why.
So I'm not hearing any voices. Is that how it's supposed to be?
True enough.
This is a very pretty song. Bravo. Brava. Yeah, she kicked ass there. That was great. Okay, last thing I'm going to do before I wrap up here is talk to Sera.
You've been skittish for days. What's up your craw?
My what?
It's nothing. It's just the figures we are courting. The power of clay.
You're still on about the champion. That's over and done.
The people on whom history pivots. Their influence is felt even in their absence.
Right. Were you a philosopher or something useless like that?
Something like that.
Did you hear the news? Yeah.
Oh, cutscene.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
Oh, shit.
Sera, whatever's wrong, we can talk about it.
Oh, don't piss yourself. I just wanted to make sure it was you in there.
Oh, that's fair.
You went wading into a well of sorrows. Who hears that and thinks, well, Dunkerbutt, let's have a go? I mean, that whole place. Clearly demon bait. Top to bottom.
Yeah, she had to
Makes
be
messing
super
with their
unhappy.
relics real stupid. So, test done. You're still you. We can leave these lies behind.
How is aiming an arrow at my face a test?
I heard once that if you're possessed, the demon will defend itself against attack. Sounds stupid to say it out loud. I don't know. I don't know demons. At least, if it's true, the arrow's right there. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
I don't know what never again you hear me means. I don't know what it'd be promising. I'm not going to do that. Unless she means like never again, don't threaten me with an arrow, but...
You never do that to me again.
Fine, all right. Sorry I don't know how to deal with rubbish no one was meant to.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal?
Course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves?
Kinda.
I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
I disagree. I'm not going to go with your insulting our heritage, because I know that she doesn't really feel like that kinship, so...
The evidence is hard to ignore. I believe it.
Frig, you're going elfy.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It's when fairy stories make your ears droop for lost glory. But glory squats in the woods and smells like Halla arse. Oh, I knew it was coming. Knew I shouldn't start to like you. I said it right. This doesn't fit. It can't fit. I'm not elfy. So say you're kidding, and we can go back to our weird enough normal. Please, Shiny.
Disagree with Sera, end the relationship? What the fuck?
You'll really end our relationship over what I think of some ruins?
Maybe I don't believe much or understand it, but some people think too much and can bend anything to fit anything. Some things just don't fit. Yes, you can explain it, and no, I won't get it. But I don't care. Some things don't fit. So take it back. Just say you'd rather look ahead. That's all.
Oh shit, this is the worst. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate everything about this. So, oh god. I said earlier in this session that I had trouble discerning what, like, my character's true ethos was going to be. Was she a leader? Was she going to be, like, heating of some certain people? Is that going to be her guiding light? Is she going to be like just romantic for Sera? I think it's the whole elf thing. I think it's got to be that, especially now with now that she's heard the things from Mythal. I don't think. Oh, God, I hate this, but I have to do this. I have to do this option. This is the only option.
I'm sorry, Sera, but I believe this is important for our fellow elves.
And say the other bit.
What?
You'd get it if you were smarter. If you understood what it meant to be elven.
It's not about smarter.
Take your elves. I'm just people. Tell me when we're kicking Coryphe's ass. The rest, we don't do anymore.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. You and me both. Is this art new? I was reading through this to find anything new. I didn't see any new comments here. Is this art new? Her kind of looking through a window from the outside? I'm guessing that's looking at oh, the 3 windows. That's my quarters in Skyhold, isn't it? Oh, shit. Well, I'm the biggest shit in history. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.